This is Dominic Knight here, aka Adventures by Night. You're listening to Trailhead Podcast.
Rev it up, let it roar, I feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engine power on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. On the starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every Jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. The dust kicks high and the day's not done. The road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold.
Hello, Trailheads, and welcome to the Trailhead. Before the trails start today, we need to have a short safety meeting. Off-roading is an exhilarating but inherently risky sport. The insights and opinions that are shared by our hosts and any experts or guests on the podcast are intended to inform and inspire, not replace professional guidance. The Trailhead guests, partners, and any sponsors are not liable for any actions that you take based on what you hear. It is your responsibility to seek professional advice and make informed decisions, especially when attempting potentially dangerous activities. Always check current trail conditions and comply with local laws and regulations. Off-roading requires careful preparation and respect for safety, so ensure that you're well prepared before hitting the trails. And now that that's out of the way, buckle up and let the stories begin. So, welcome to the Trailhead, everybody.
And my Mac updated too. It was terrible.
Alyssa had Chrome updates.
I had a Chrome update.
You had, So it's good. Technology's fun, guys.
Yes, sir.
It's going well.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
shit.
Well, we have a motley crew for this evening. Alyssa, since you made a comment about being last, I'm going to say hello to you first today. How you doing?
How am I last? Good. How are you?
You said last week because I opened the show and then we had 3.5 seconds of dead air while I waited for you or Mike to reply, and I got nothing back. And you said it's because I always get asked last, so I'm coming to you first.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
I
Yes.
wanted to.
Yeah. So awesome. Did you break anything this week?
I mean, there's a chance, but I can't figure out what it is. So I have an appointment. There's a noise.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
I have
a
an
noise.
appointment Wednesday to
What kind of
diagnose.
noise?
I don't
Okay.
know. It's like a I don't even know how to describe it. Like a
I think you should make the
thumping,
noise for us.
rattling. I can't do it, which is why it needs to be diagnosed in person.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something in the engine bay. I was really hoping it was like a skid plate, and it's not. So I don't know.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't know. But it wasn't doing anything besides going like downhill, and then suddenly there was like a clunk and then like a banging. And I was like, that's not good. And then I turned the car off when I got home, started it the next day, and it was gone. But I can lightly hear it. So I'm just really nervous that it can come back, and it will when I'm on a trail, because it's not coming on when I'm in the city. So,
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
I don't know.
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are always fun when you have to try to guess and then you take it to them.
Find
And
a
you're just
mechanic that's located on the trail.
I
That way
mean,
they can
I
replicate
should.
the problem.
Right. Take my mechanic
that
off-roading.
yeah, I
Miss,
think
do you
that
want some Fireball?
He does want
Oh,
fireball.
boy. Good
I don't
Lord.
want fireball.
We do not condone giving your pets
I can't
fireball.
have fireball.
We don't condone giving yourselves fireball.
Yeah, actually, to be honest.
That's true.
I should grab that before I forget it. Yeah.
All
All right.
I'm missing
Well-
glasses, so
Oh, that's all right. You guys are friends. You swapped spit before.
What?
not
Oh,
so.
I was like, you're on your face. So
Not on video.
not on camera.
Yeah, not on
All right.
camera.
Well, there's the first time for everything.
You have to look at our corn site for that.
Yeah, this isn't our OnlyFans.
We're gonna make that our Patreon.
Oh man.
All right. I know. Brian, Beatrice, JQ is very surprised that Pope and Josh are in the same room.
Yes.
I know.
Hi, Brian.
It happens once or twice.
Yeah, it happens every now and then.
I've heard rumor.
Wow. You're just jealous.
Same room.
I am. I'm a little jealous. You guys are on vacation, and I've got 2.5 feet of snow here.
Yeah,
So-
Oh, dude,
That's crazy.
he ditched Snowmageddon.
we ditched snow again. We left 5 a.m. this morning so we can beat the snow. We drove out here.
It's not pleasant here. It is not pleasant at all.
We're gonna go out and play in the nice toasty 45-degree weather tomorrow.
Which is much better than what it is at home. It's like 29 and there's like 15 inches of snow.
It's 25 degrees. It's about this. You got about a little less than 2 feet in Castle Rock, so you're welcome.
Yes.
Wow.
My kids are home shoveling it. I'm here hanging out with-
You have your own workforce. I've got to do my own stuff. Yeah, it's not
and
fair.
it's also video entertainment because he gets to watch them clear the driveway while they're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can log in and look at my cameras in real time and see them doing it. And I can even talk to them through the cameras and be like, "Good job, Josh!" And he turns around and gives me the finger. It's great. I mean, and rightfully so. I mean, let's be real.
Well, he was
right?
going to give you the finger anyway, though. Like,
Oh no!
Don't lie.
No, he wouldn't. He's good.
no, okay,
He's good. Yeah.
that's awesome. All right,
Brian driving in. He's like, I hung out at SEMA all day. Good for you, Brian.
yeah, Brian.
Actually,
We've all
no,
been.
Yeah.
We were just-
I'm actually a little jealous.
We were
But-
all just being jealous behind the scenes about all of our friends at SEMA, and we're
We were.
just like
And we
sitting
were-
here like normal people.
When
we
you
were
yeah, because
discussing-
we all. Go ahead, Josh.
We were discussing going next year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll probably be there. At least some of us.
Some of us might
Hopefully
be.
all of us.
We'll take the show there next year. So maybe we'll
Let's
figure
do it
out to do
out.
it live there. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Oh, I should get that
That's
as
the
a clip to
hashtag
play.
for it.
Yeah.
Yep, 100% it is. Yes, it is. I love it. All right. Well, Josh, welcome. It's nice to see you in person in Utah.
Yep.
I think that works as
we're in,
a turn of phrase. Probably not.
We're in the shadows of the Ochre Mountains. The Bingham Copper Mine behind us.
Yeah.
I don't know where we are. I
Get
just
off.
like it here. It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Better weather than home right now, and our friends are here, and we're gonna do some wheeling tomorrow.
3,000 feet lower.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, just because you have better weather than most of us. I don't know. Alyssa, how's it by you? Cold? Warm? 70s?
It's like cold at night, but yeah, it's like upper 60s. I think tomorrow's going to be 71. Nighttime it gets chilly though.
What's chilly?
I hate everyone with weather that's not mine.
What's chilly for you at nighttime?
Oh,
That's a good point.
Shoot, I have to look it up because
Like
let's see.
Like, what's
Like-
too cold for you to turn the thermostat to?
Oh, that's different for me though. So like right
Okay.
now I'm closing the windows because it's been hitting 41 as a low.
Okay.
So I'll leave the windows open until bedtime and then I'll close them because 41 is a little too cold for me.
Okay.
But to turn on the heater for me, I try waiting till like Christmas. And I don't know what that is. That's probably like 30s.
Nice.
I don't pay attention.
All right.
I just know like when I can't handle it anymore, I turn the heat on.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wish we had that. It'll be back up to like 70 in a couple weeks probably, but
Oh yeah.
I mean maybe we might be done with 70s, but it'll still be high 60s.
Every
That's
now
still
and then
warm
we
for
still
there.
get that 70, 80 degree day in the middle of winter. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, the one thing I do like about it is, yeah, we got 2.5 feet of snow, but most of it will be gone in a week.
Yeah.
So
Well, it
um,
got 8 inches in Castle Rock yesterday, and most of it was gone by this morning, right? But then we had
Yeah.
the other storm roll in. I don't know how much they've gotten yet, but it doesn't look like more than I don't know, a few inches by my house.
Josh says, "Hi, Dad."
Oh, Hey, Josh. What's up, dude?
Aw.
He's spying on you for a change.
Right? Yeah, he's just looking in on your video. That's kind of funny, actually. Awesome. All right. Well, and then so Randy is there, but Randy will not be joining us. She's busy cooking dinner for all of the people in her house, apparently. So
We're doing
making her slave.
We are doing a Friendsgiving event, but it's a Jeep version of it. So we're out at the Big Rock at Little Moab. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. Oh, well, too late. Anyway.
Well, it's
the kind of thing you should try to do with your friends.
8?
So,
okay.
Basically, you go out there. We're going to do some wheeling. We're going to have some sandwiches, and basically, yeah, we're making turkey, and so we're actually smoking turkey on Traegers out there. It's a really cool setup. And while we're wheeling, Randy slaves away and makes dinner for people, and then when we're all done, there's no wheeling left, and then Randy can finally take a break.
I mean, as long as she likes doing it.
She must. She did it last time, and we're doing it again. Although we're preparing to be warmer this time. This area is in the middle of the West Desert, so it kind of gets a little bit chilly. And so Josh brought a big tank of propane and a lava box. We're bringing a lava box, and it should be a lot warmer. 2 Traegers this time.
Yeah. All right.
I highly recommend it. We might try this in a different area. No snow cones is too cold for that.
Hot chocolate.
The weather's cooperating this year, so it's kind of nice.
All right.
That's good.
That's fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just something we invite our friends. It's kind of a potluck deal. And
good deal.
Yeah.
It's your first time going.
All right.
Yeah, Josh came out for this, and it's not like a huge event type thing, right? It's not like, but it's kind of unique enough that it was worth Josh driving out here, and he's escaping your snow, so there's always that.
There's always that.
I'm trying not to be jealous. Yeah. I'm just trying.
Yeah, it's a fun little area. It's the area we've talked about in the past. It's our training area where we get to test out our new builds and see how much scarier shit we can try without tipping over.
Without killing yourselves? All right.
Yeah. The Aqua Jeep guy was in some crazy shit last year when we were out there.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure at one point I had the winch.
Yeah, you had the winch too. You were in crazy shit too. Yeah, we're not taking people up that line this time.
Yeah, you can get yourself in trouble.
I looked at that line. I'm like, that looks like it'd be fun. But like one bit of sand on the rock or some shit, your tire slides the wrong way and you're in a whole world of hurt. You escaped unscathed though. not unswearingly though.
I feel like his laugh makes it sound like he's maybe a little bit of psychological damage.
Oh,
more so than you already had.
The Jeep was undamaged, at least.
All right. Cool.
All
right.
Josh says in the chat, yeah, now I get to do all the shoveling. That's right, you do, boy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we're watching you do it.
We're watching you do it.
And I'm actually going to ask Josh just to send me screenshots so I know you're doing work. I just want to make sure that you're doing stuff. Slacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earn that allowance.
Earn that allowance. Hey.
Earn them Jeep parts, boy.
I had a full-time job when I was like 16, so...
You know what?
Yeah,
he's been looking. He's been trying to get a job. It's hard with him being in school. I don't know.
I know.
Seems like it's much easier for... I don't know. It was much easier for my daughter. But she's a year older than him. But yeah, he's been applying. He hasn't had any bites yet. So he's trying to find something.
All right. Cool.
Maybe he has more Jeep parts he wants to buy.
Maybe he should file for unemployment now that he can't find a job.
Don't you have to have a job first and then you can file for unemployment?
Oh, this is not employment's not the same as unemployment. Yeah, that's right.
Correct. Yeah. You got to get your foot in the door first. That's the bitch. Ugh. All right. Well, didn't you guys have all weekend to break something? Good for you.
Yes.
No.
Nothing's broken at the moment. I think my alignment's a little bit off. I need to fix it, but
it doesn't really matter for what you're going to do this weekend anyway. All right. So, you guys were not here last week, and then I realized the other day I forgot to tell you. So I found the reason for, and Josh, it's good that you're here because we were talking about this with you. I found the reason for the oil that I found in the garage.
Oh.
As it turns out, luckily I found this out before I took it into the shop. So when I was on my way back from Trail Hero, I was coming through 70, and I have previously told everyone about my oil burning issue where it is burning a lot of oil. And apparently the heat in Trail Hero did a number on it because I had to put a quart of oil in on the way home. And I was on the side of the road on 70, middle of rush hour traffic. And apparently in that moment, I forgot to put the cap back on the oil intake. And so at some point it just burped oil all over the side there. And that's why I had oil in the garage. So I put the cap back on because the cap was still in the engine, still in where I'd left it. And everything's cool. No broken oil cooler this time. Yeah.
Huh.
You're not really supposed to get like air in there.
I mean,
look, it's bad for your Jeep to burp.
I know. Luckily, I didn't go very far before realizing that, so it was all good. And then I had the oil changed, and everything was kosher.
Yeah, this is one of those times when I want to like be a nice guy and be like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I've done something like that, but I haven't, so I can't say. Everybody does it. Don't worry, it's not a big deal."
Look, I don't want to hear bullshit from the dude who opened his pressurized radiator and then posted it on Instagram for us to mock him with. So
that's not actually what happened.
I don't care. It's close enough.
I mean, yes, that is what it did. It does look like I opened it and it exploded in my face. But no, actually, I did not open it. I saw it starting to come out, and I went to try to stop it, and it did not work. And it literally, the cap, it's a rubber pressurized cap that fits in the canister, and it was sliding out from the pressure. And I knew that it was going to be bad, so I was like trying to, I should have just like went the other way. But
now I'm wondering, that's dumber though, for me.
Yeah,
like that's even worse.
Maybe.
Like you ran towards the fire when there was no one to save.
Well, I was going to try to pressurize it with whatever, man.
I just
I mean, I could be like you and not put my oil cap back on and then try to make an appointment to go get my engine cooler replaced.
We both found that out before those things came to pass.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and next time you need help with something, I'm not
fragging. No one's ever been a guy. I don't have a guy here. I'm guyless. That doesn't sound right. All right, cool.
Nathan, don't encourage
we didn't
him.
know new.
I see your message.
Oh, Nathan, say. But let's see here. That happened when I worked for a car rental company. Service shop forgot the oil cap. I burped enough oil that eventually toasted the motor. Yeah, I didn't burp that much oil. I burped just a burping, enough to be surprised that there was oil, but not enough to make it an issue. So you learn stuff. Stuff happens. I had already been driving for like 9 hours at that point, and I was just exhausted. I just wanted to get home, and I was pissed off that again I'd gone into limp mode while trying to do 75 miles an hour on the highway, and you get a little excited in that moment.
Yeah, so. I can imagine that's not very fun.
No. All right. Let's see here. So no new reviews this week. That needle will start moving again. I swear to God, at some point it will.
I'm literally sending JD some shit to give you guys for saying, like, even if you go like, Pope, stop being an elitist, or I like it when Randy puts her hand on Pope's shoulder so he shuts the fuck up. Whatever it is that you want to comment, it's fine.
I mean, I really wish at some point I will get the opportunity to get AI to like go through our video to find those kinds of moments, so I can like when I counted the number of times that Jason f-bombed in one episode with the transcripts, I want to be able to like count the number of times that Randy touched your shoulder to get you to stop talking.
Yeah, it's probably a dozen times an episode, at least.
It's funny it's funny because I'll use that as a cue to be like, all right, we should probably
about
move
half
on
as
now.
about half as often as I say the F word.
Oh, wow, that's okay. That's an easy stat to put together. Good to know.
Pope said
All
fuck
right.
24 times. That meant Randy touched his shoulder 12.
Fair enough. Okay.
I did double
Maybe
Jason's the number of F-bombs on Fergie's podcast.
I heard. I need to check that. And did he air all of those, or did he try to edit them?
He beeped out like the first 20. And then after that, they just let him go.
Okay. Yeah. At some point, you can't. You give up. I get it.
I don't know. Randy and I don't have kids. We never stopped talking like 28-year-olds.
Hold on.
I don't.
Like 16.
16-year-olds.
Yeah. There it is.
I was going to say.
Like 14.
Probably
Seriously.
more like a
Now,
14-year-old.
We all have the same brain
My
wave.
11-year-old.
Yeah. Like puberty level. That's where I'm at. Like,
Puberty level.
It's a lot of dick jokes.
It's kind of where we stopped growing up, both of us.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I don't have kids. So that's at least one of the reasons why.
That's why I can sit here with a bottle of Fireball and just drink it.
I could too, but I'm not. I don't want. I don't want to do that
Can't
to my
even screw
stomach.
the lid back on this one anymore.
Why?
Because I bent it.
Because you were toasted and trying to put the lid back on?
Yeah, I Pope smashed the lid.
Okay. Did you actually say Pope Smash?
Oh, I always say Pope smash when I do something stupid.
I love that.
I cannot confirm
That's
or deny.
fantastic. All right.
Sometimes
Cool.
Oh, never mind. We can't talk about that on there.
We can't?
No.
Okay. I'm not going to push it. I don't want to talk about it. Cool. All right. Well, let's see here. I want to remind everybody that we have an active discount code with Tyree's off-road lights. They get the 15% off, and they think they just ended their 20% off thing. So that may be the best deal you can get from them. So I don't care what Brian tells you. I know Brian says he was out there working the Tyree booth all week, and he probably has cool stuff and
like,
deals he
Brian
can give you.
who?
But ours is better.
I forgot. There's someone.
know.
I'm not the Brian you're referring to.
You are not. I'm sorry. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Do you feel slighted in any way
No,
when I do that?
I appreciate
do I need
that.
to call him Brian Beatrice or
No, he's
I don't
Brian.
feel like that's
he
good.
he can own Brian. He can be the Brian King for all I care.
Okay. Because see, here's I've always known you as Pope, so I'm never going to be able to call you Brian, no matter what.
My mom's the only one that calls me Brian, and people who do business with me.
I had actually gone out of my way not to bring it up before, so kudos to you for actually bringing it up.
Yeah, there you go. There's your little nugget.
That's your nugget for a year into the show.
And if you want to know why I
probably
don't
never-
go by Brian, is because I actually don't like other people named Brian.
My name's Brian. I hate you if your name is Brian.
Yeah,
so I'm
is your
gonna
name-
go by
oh,
the
your
name
name's
Pope.
your name's Brian too. Fuck you, Brian.
So you look at people named Brian the way I look at people who are 6'6" or taller, right?
Yeah, it makes me extremely
okay.
uncomfortable because there was usually 3 or 4 Brians in my class. So I
Okay.
never got to be just Brian. I had to be like Brian, my last initial. And you're just like, or, you know, and you're just like, come on, mofos. That's, I'm not. Then the teacher would forget which one they were pissed at, and then put like a check mark next to my name, and it wasn't even me. Yeah.
All right, but you're okay
That was a
now,
bad
right?
kid.
You don't harbor any lingering feelings about it. Oh,
Note
shit.
yourself. Brian is a sensitive subject.
Well, now you see why I haven't brought it up in a year.
There you go.
I knew it was a third rail.
It makes me upset.
Okay.
Sorry, Brian. you can
Do
own
your
that
spellings
name.
make a difference or no?
Yeah, do
Brian.
different spellings make a difference? Like, is Brian Adams okay with you?
So if I meet you and you spell
like
it with
I
a Y, I
versus Y.
really strongly distrust you because your name is spelled wrong from the beginning.
Your name is spelled wrongly. Okay.
I agree.
Your mom can't spell.
Is that your opening salvo then? Hi, I'm Brian. Your mom can't spell.
Oh, you're Brian with a Y? Fuck you. Your mom can't spell.
What are you, Canadian? Yeah, there it is.
Oh, Randy's putting her hand on my shoulder.
From downstairs, too. Holy shit, I felt that.
That was awesome.
Are you supposed to be cooking? Christina's down there helping her.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I think it's appropriate to stop at some point. Cool. I don't. Shit. All right. Let's see what else we talk about. Yeah, I should do the BRC note.
Yeah, you should do that for sure.
So Ben talked about this when he was here last, and I did shoot him a message. So hopefully we'll get him back to talk about that and everything that happened in the last week. But the Blue Ribbon, and I'm reading this. This is the Blue Ribbon Coalition has filed an opening brief in federal court challenging the BLM's decision to close 317 miles of trails in Moab, Utah. Partnering with the Texas Public Policy Foundation, BRC argues that the closures violate the U.S. Constitution's Appointments Clause, as they were enacted by improperly appointed officials. Additionally, the brief contends that the BLM's actions create illegal buffer zones around wilderness areas, contravening the Dingle Act, and that the closures are arbitrary, lacking evidence of any actual environmental harm. The coalition also asserts that the BLM failed to comply with the National Environmental Policy Act by not conducting a full environmental impact statement. The federal government is expected to respond no later than January 10th, 2025. So yeah, that's all the stuff that we kind of talked about with Ben that he kind of hinted was coming. But today or a couple days ago, they officially dropped the brief in to challenge it in federal court. And all things considered, they're probably going to be successful on a lot of this.
They had a reel about this on Instagram today. Mm-hmm. They also are including the state of Utah's arguments in this. The state of Utah is going with them to battle this. Really good.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of Western states have been joining a lot of these kinds of lawsuits, challenging exactly how much control the BLM has of state land, and it seems like anywhere that they can lock arms these days, they're doing it. So, that's one to watch. If you want more details on it, just go back and check out the most recent episode with Ben Burr. And actually, the one before that, I think we really talked about the Dingle X stuff.
The Chevron deference stuff too.
Yeah, the Chevron deference stuff is really going to come into play in the next year, next 4 years, if I'm being honest. So it's going to be real interesting. It's going to be a lot of fast moving. I feel like there's been a lot of fast moving water against the OHV community in the last couple of years. I kind of expect that to slow down, if not start to reverse a little bit in the next 4 to 6. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, hopefully we'll get Ben on here to talk about that, and then talk about all the other election stuff that went on, and then because that's about as deep as we ever get into politics. But there are a lot of implications on what the new administration will bring in terms of land use and how all those things have gone in the past. So it's going to be it's worth talking about. It's worth kind of digging into and seeing what that might actually translate into in terms of on the ground changes.
You might get to go to Hajo Canyon again.
I mean, there's a real good chance of that. I mean, even if it weren't for all the election stuff, just with the BRC's challenge of this, I think they might actually have a good standing. So I think the biggest one for me on this one has always been a lot of the paperwork that they always stated and referenced. They said, well, we think there's environmental impact, but there was never actually any evidence of an environmental impact, and environmental impacts were never actually done on a lot of these things. So I think that's outside of like the legal administrative reasons, just the logic piece of it. Like, you can't tell me you're closing it for environmental reasons and telling me that the environment's irreparably damaged, but you don't have any actual evidence to show it. So
yeah, props to BRC for reading through the 40,000 pages of documentation and information to find the truth in there. And the thing is that they'll document exactly the truth. They just know there's 40,000 pages and you're not going to read it.
yeah,
The BRC does read it. So
it's the easiest money. It's the easiest money spent to defend your sport, because they're going to do they'll do the paperwork. They might ask you to, read some things here and there, and shoot off an email to your elected representatives here and there. But they're going to do the hard work trying to figure this stuff out, because I couldn't have figured out the four main things that they're challenging the government on this. I have no idea how that stuff works. So cool. Easy $5. More
your
if you can.
Instagram live died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all right. You can go to thetrailhead.com.
Mine's still
Is
going.
it?
Yeah, mine's still going.
Yeah, mine's still going.
Oh,
It's just
oh
you.
wait. Just me.
Jason's watching.
Yeah. It might
Hi,
have frozen
Jason.
for a second.
Hi,
But-
Jason.
Well, he was. He's not now.
Only Corn's Garage.
No.
Only chords, yeah. He was thinking, he thought he was going to try to join, but I didn't think that was going to work. I'm like, good Lord. No, he probably butt dialed us. My understanding is that he had.
Hi, Alyssa. I waved.
He had.
I wait back.
Saw.
He had access. I'm sure I can say this, but he got tickets to the Sublime concert. So, and then,
Oh, I'd be there.
I'd be there.
Jen-
If I had those
I
tickets.
wouldn't be here either.
yeah, Jen then promised him things if he got a signature from Jacob. No, so
Oh, what kind of things?
Yeah. She didn't specify, but
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jason does have giant whips on the back of his Jeep.
we all have giant whips on the back of our Jeep. What does that say about us?
But his are pink.
He's manlier. All right. Let's do. We have a voicemail from our intrepid intern. So let's get into that.
Welcome back, Nathan.
Yes.
I don't know if he was
checked
back
in
last.
week.
I don't know if he was
He
here
was.
last week, but welcome back again.
He was. He checked in to verify he was alive, and yeah. All right. So let's get into this one. This is a three-parter, folks.
You're more annoying than a creative voicemail message.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep.
Morning, Trailhead. I'm just driving to work here on Friday, listening to last week's episode. Fortunately, nothing good to add on this foggy, sad morning here today. Unfortunately, last night we ended up having to say goodbye to our dog. She was 15, and her joints had just gone so bad that it was, it would have been cruel to try to keep pushing her through. She's been on meds for quite a while for it and everything. So we took her. She got a double quarter pounder with bacon on it, and she really did enjoy that. But that's really about it. Just figured I'd get the call in here before I get to work and everything goes crazy. So hopefully you guys have some exciting stuff to talk about on the podcast tonight, and I could tune in. So can't wait to listen to this episode from last Friday and catch the new one again tonight. Thanks. Hey, it's me again. I realized my last voicemail there was a bit of a downer, and I forgot to mention any of the good stuff. So, our dog, her name was Jelly Bean. We called her Bean. We had her for about 10 years. She was with us. She was my wife's constant companion, followed around the house everywhere. Wouldn't leave her alone because she just had to be with her all the time. When I used to work nights for years, she would sleep in the bed with her. Actually, when we got married, she was one of the bridesmaids in the wedding and everything, so did everything with us. She never really was a big fan about riding in vehicles. I mean, she didn't freak out about it, but she didn't care. She didn't get excited about it. But she went on some multiple Jeep adventures with us, got to hang out with the kids in the back seat on trail rides and stuff like that. So we got to make a lot of good memories with her. And pizza was her absolute favorite food. You could not come in the house with pizza without her literally following you anywhere you went. She would be there until she either got in trouble for following you or you gave her some pizza. That was her favorite thing. And one other thing, she loved my father so much, for whatever reason, always did. When they would come over, I would have to let her outside to greet him, because as soon as he would pet her head, she would pee with excitement. That's how happy she would be to see him. She would run out to meet him. So just a few little fun facts about her there. One thing, listening to last week's episode, I wanted to ask, JD, you mentioned using the AI for your intro-outro music there, but you never mentioned specifically which one. So I was curious there which one you did, because those actually turned out really well. So thanks again. Can't wait to hear the podcast. Hey, guess who's back again? Figured I'd call in with a voicemail this week at least one time that wasn't a bummer one. Last week, when you guys were talking about tires, you mentioned the Kenda Cleaver RTs. I'm actually running those on my Gladiator right now, and I can't really recommend them even more highly. That kind of was weird, but however you want to say it. I have the 35, 12 and a half 20s on mine. I've been running them for over 3 years and 43,000 miles so far.
All right. I don't know why it cut off there. Let's see, 43,000 miles. It's his daily driver. Takes it off-road all the time. Only thing I'm thinking is rather getting them or the keys. Oh, I'll have to figure out what he said on the side. All right. Well, Nathan, I'm sorry to hear about Jelly Bean. Like I get that, man. That's always a rough one. We're all dog people.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we definitely are, man. I'm so sorry to hear
that.
So, I mean, the good part is that it sounds like you got lots of good time in there. So, I take that into account. As far as what I use for the music, the program's called Donna AI. It's a weird name for an app, but it seemed to work.
I was actually going to ask you about that, because it's really good at what you've created so far. Like I've heard a couple of the AI songs you've had it make.
Like, so I had fun with it. I'll probably try again in a few months to see if it's improved any. The lyrics are easy to come up with. Like, you use AI to help generate the lyrics and then tweak them. But the actual song part, you pump it in there and you just kind of give it some basic parameters of, I want it to be a rock song, or I want it to be a pop song, or whatever it is. And then
how specific can you get? Can you be like, make the song in the style of "Smells Like Teen Spirit" from Nirvana, like you can with the painting AIs?
I will say this, and because I want to put this out there into the ether, because I want to make it happen. One of the ones I did was I told it to make it sound like a 90s theme song. And I want to get us all to like do the looking at the camera kind of thing. Because it sounds just like the Friends, like it sounds like a knockoff of the Friends theme. So yes, you can, a couple of them I said, make it sound like Korn or make it sound like Disturbed. To kind of like try to get that, some of the really good ones I had were like make it sound like Aerosmith or like specific songs. If I kind of wanted to get that same kind of a rhythm to it, it's still.
Holy shit, Josh! I have to tell you this funny idea after we're off the air. This is This is a great tool. I'm actually going to make some audios for Instagram for this. This is going to be fucking funny. I think it'll be the awesome because I've been using like the same Degeneration X fucking audio over and over again.
Yeah,
and I'd love to have something that sounds like it but isn't that.
Yeah, why not?
Or like the Motorhead King of Kings song.
Go into ChatGPT and ask it to help you write a theme song about Gem of the Misfit or whatever you want to do. Here's my recommendation though. Don't give it full lyrics. Okay, so even if you're only going to use 30 or 60 seconds or 90 seconds as the actual end result.
Make the whole song.
Well, if you don't give it full lyrics, it'll hallucinate lyrics. And it will, if you only give it 2 choruses, it will make up a third. That kind of stuff. So it can be kind of fun.
We're gonna make one later.
It can be kind of interesting. Yeah. I want to make you new music. I'm going to make you new news intro music with it. Because I realized I should have done that last time it's like $5.99 a month and you get 40 or $5.99 a week and you get 40 song generations from that $5.99. So you just cancel it after you're done.
That's your Patreon gets us these music. So thank you, Nathan.
Yes, thank you very much, Nathan, and thank you very much, Al. You guys are helping out. You have no idea. So, you know who I'm reaching out to, guys? I don't mind saying this. I'm reaching out. I've reached out to Liquid Death.
Oh, good idea.
I mean,
we drink a ton of that.
We do. They have deep pockets. Why not? It's a low cost to exposure ratio, so I figure why not?
Yeah. I drink it all the time.
So I'm looking for sponsors of any kind at this point. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm not ashamed to say that we have hosting costs. All right, and everything's coming up for renewal because now we're already a year. And all my deals I got for Black Friday are going away. All right, let's see here. What else we got? I don't have anything else in the news department. Last week was the first time I had heard about the Kendi Cleavers before. Have you heard of those tires before, Pope? Josh?
No, I haven't heard of them before.
So we looked at these last week because I had never heard of them before, and they look like they remind me of the Duratrax. They're very similar tread pattern. So, but I don't know exactly what their claim to fame is here, other than I don't know if they're just trying to come in as a cheaper tire or they've got a 3-ply sidewall. I don't know. But I hadn't heard of them before. So, but 43,000 miles out of a set of tires isn't bad, especially if you're still running on them.
I usually go about 4,000 miles on a set of tires on Misfit. Sounds about right. About 4,000.
You said 4,000?
Yeah. Just 4.
Is that with burnouts or not with burnouts?
Lots of burnouts.
Lots of burnouts. Okay, there we go. We had to. I'm really looking forward to that story now. Go ahead.
So far, those sound like they're great tires. I haven't ever heard of them before.
Yeah, let's see. I know I'm up for new tires soon, probably this year. So I'm just kind of I might be in the market for a different tire. So I also need to get new rims. I have destroyed my factory ones. Cool.
Oh,
all right.
That's too bad.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I love my Kendi Cleavers.
Josh has made a song on it.
Oh my God, Josh.
That's fast.
Yep.
Josh, if you send it to me, I can actually get it in good audio. and I'll put it in the background.
Okay.
Well, I can work on that in the background while we're talking on news.
So
Yeah,
this is
he can get it uploaded while I work on the news.
This is Suno AI. This is amazing.
Oh, Suno's another one. Yeah, they do. This
Suno?
another.
Oh, I need to play with
Suno.
that.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that one for your theme song, Pope.
I just have this whole new thought process behind the music on my webpage because I've been like sick of it lately.
Yeah,
I'm so uninspired by Instagram right now.
I'm uninspired by everything on Instagram right now. It's kind of gross.
Mm-hmm.
I need you guys to post more cool stuff. Like Alyssa, get on it. Post more videos. Post more travel stuff.
Yeah, I'm almost done with my Provo stuff. I'll put Colorado up next.
There you go.
Actually, I think I am done with Provo stuff. I just wanted a ton of like Aspen posts. Now I'm done.
No,
My backyard looks like
All
Provo.
these stuff. Oh, that's so cool.
All right. Nathan said the rest of his voicemail said that he might get the Kenda Cleaver MTV next. It's their mud terrain version. You guys out on the East Coast, you do you. I'm not doing another mud terrain tire because I can't handle the tread wear.
Oh, come on. That's why I get 5,000 miles out of my
Exactly.
It's true.
That and I drive them at 25 pounds.
Yeah, that doesn't help. So
All the time.
Yeah, like aired up is 25. Aired down is like 6 to 8, depending on how cold what I'm doing.
is there a reason why you don't go why you don't go up to like
When you
normal person
run
pressure?
the larger tires, if you fill them up, you actually fill every single bump. So
okay.
you just feel them a lot more when you do that. So you could get yourself another like 4 miles per gallon and air up to 32 or 35, but it's just not that comfy.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
I don't know if Josh
Okay.
is the same or not, but that's how we roll. Josh is making music. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. We've lost him now.
I'm making another.
Like,
I'm gonna make
What's
a
your-
theme song for this for the Trailhead podcast.
It's,
we
yeah,
have
it's not
one.
like I made 140 or 160 of them or something over the course of
No,
4
I'm gonna
weeks.
make another one. That's more.
Oh,
appropriate.
Jesus
More
Christ.
appropriate.
Oh, good
I
Lord.
mentioned our Trailhead rating system.
Do we should have one. Oh, yeah. All right, Josh, I authorize this. But run them by me before you send them out. All right. Yeah, Mike, JK Trailfinder, said he loved his Kendas. They're great in snow, quiet on the road, and great off-road. Triple sidewall was strong. I mean, honestly, that's been my biggest complaint about the Goodyears is they've got a really poor-ass sidewall. I mean, both times I've had an on-trail issue, it's been because of sidewall. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get talked into him. All right. Let's see here. Pope. Let's do it.
Time for the Pope to read the
I
news.
love the new
Wait,
graphic.
we got the fucking Pope? Sorry, Trailheads. I'm now told it's just a guy named Pope reading the news.
It's like the Daily Show. It's amazing.
Just not probably as funny.
It's not nearly as funny. And still funnier than Adam Sandler. I still contest that.
We really have it out for Adam Sandler. We're going to have to talk about that someday.
He used to be really funny, and now he's an old man trying to be 12.
Okay. Well,
I do
we're
that
all
way
old
better
men
than him.
trying to be 12. Yeah, okay. Well, there it is. You really got to be careful how you say that.
All right. Which one first? Gladiator one, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it in the order that JD put it. I like it. They're both great. All right, you guys. The moment you've all been waiting for. Jeep Gladiators are getting electrified, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Pretty soon you will not be able to park your Gladiator in your garage. And And you think it drives jerky now? Wait until the gas pedal moves all the torque at once. You're gonna fucking love it. The 2025 Jeep Gladiator lineup introduces some new notable changes, including the addition of the 4xe plug-in hybrid option. Jeep has confirmed that the Gladiator 4xe will be available in the 2025 model year, in line with the brand's plan to offer other electrified versions of all its vehicles by the end of 2025. Really? All right, so mechanically,
But we
the
saw that coming.
2025 Gladiator retains its 285 3.6 liter V6 engine, the Pentagram satanic engine of death. Now paired exclusively with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Okay, that's the same. The manual transmission's been dropped. Yeah, that's inconsistent with how they're doing the other models, but that's weird.
They're doing really weird shit with transmissions and engines, man. I don't really understand, but go.
Okay, so the manual transmission's not here for the V6 on the Gladiator, but it's there for the Jeep Wrangler Sport. And the manual transmission, okay, so the Gladiator maintains its towing capacity of up to 7,700 pounds and a maximum payload of 1,725 pounds, keeping its capabilities intact. Additionally, Jeep has adjusted the prices for the 2025 Gladiator lineup. Oh, that's why they laid off so many people. The base 4x4 model starts at $38,000. Wow. And other trims like the Willys, Mojave, and Rubicon offering various off-road options will be higher than that. Jeep continues to feature its Uconnect 5 system, which provides drivers with off-road trail guides for over 3,000 trails. You know what that is, right? Trails off-road.
Yep.
With these changes, Jeep is clearly making adjustments to its lineup, reflecting customer demands. I don't know which customers are demanding this. And industry trends towards electrification. The updates, particularly the new 4xe hybrid option, signal a shift in Jeep's focus. It's definitely lost focus as it continues to evolve its lineup. So many thoughts. Actually, my first thought is I think that's kind of cool. Besides the fact that they blow up and you can't park them in your garage anymore, they are lighting on fire. It's probably still better than the 3.6 Pentastar motor with the auto start stop ass system.
Really don't like the auto start stuff. I mean, I know we talked about it.
They're the ones that gave it those initials, ASS. I mean, it was just there for the taking. Additionally, I think that I kind of wanted to buy a 4xe Wrangler. Josh actually owns one.
Yeah.
The idea behind it is cool. Like I can plug it in and get my Jeep to where it can drive 20 miles without using gas. Probably could potentially commute both ways without using fuel or using very, very little fuel. It's very appealing to me. And then, kind of falls apart beyond that.
Like, what did you say? Yeah. Like, what did it say? The base price was $38,000.
$38,000, but is that the one with the 4xe? That's definitely not a 4xe for $38,000.
No,
they're going to charge the 4xe like they put a 392 in the Gladiator.
Yeah, 4x's are like $80,000.
Okay,
at least Rubicons.
Yeah,
and then you can't park it in your garage. At least we can't park ours in the garage, which was really convenient because I feel great about it, especially we lived in the house for 8 months. We finally cleared the garage out. We pulled it in the garage. We parked it in there overnight. The next fucking day, we get our mail and we get a notice from FCA that says, do not park your 4xe in any enclosure until further notice. Yeah, Christina had a baby. She wasn't happy that day.
Wow.
Very understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So the 4xe lives in the garage now. And actually, we got another notice that says we can't charge it anymore either.
Yeah, my neighbor got that one.
Now we can only use it.
Wow.
Yeah, now we can only use fuel. So go 4xe.
But yeah,
right.
It's yeah. Well, go with your next story.
All right, so Along these lines, will it blow up? But will it blow up? The United States National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has issued a warning to 154,000 Jeep plug-in hybrid owners, advising them to park outside and away from buildings due to the risk of fire. The recall affects Jeep Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models from 2020 to 2024, with all 2025 model Gladiators going to be included, I'm sure. 13 There's been 13 reported fires, with 2 potential injuries linked to the high voltage battery failures. These fires occurred when the vehicles were parked and turned off, raising concerns about the battery packs that Samsung produced. Stellantis, Jeep's parent company, has acknowledged the defect and is working on a remedy. This recall follows the 2023 recall aimed at addressing battery-related fire risk in some Wrangler plug-in hybrids we talked about just last year. But Stellantis has since determined that the previous software update was ineffective in determining certain issues. As a result, the company is finally offering a software reflash followed by a battery pack replacement if needed. Stellantis has urged owners to avoid recharging vehicles until repairs are made, which are expected to begin mid-October. Globally, the recall impacts 194,000 vehicles, with 154,000 in the U.S. and smaller numbers in Canada, Mexico, and other regions. Jeep owners should take precautions, follow safety recommendations, and make sure they make sure that they park away from anything flammable.
That was a typo. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
That was my fault. Sorry. It was not the copy readers. It was the copywriter.
That's okay. I would have messed up half the sentences in that article anyway.
So, Josh, how do you feel about being a 4xe owner who can't park it in the garage?
Well, right now we don't really have enough room in the garage to park it, so it's not a problem.
So your son's statement about the fact that he gets the garage spot right now is an accurate one?
It is an accurate one.
Okay.
Yeah, Rubistina and San Agustina are next to each other in the garage. It's kind of cute.
4xe is never coming in the house again.
Probably not.
No.
It's an outside car now.
I'm talking low too because she's downstairs and I don't want her to hear me.
Ah, okay.
So,
not like she can listen back to this someplace else.
Do they use lithium batteries, like Tesla batteries in those, or what do they use in them?
Yeah, I mean they're lithium batteries. These ones are made by Samsung, and so you remember when Samsung used to sell the Galaxy Notes that lit on fire in your hand?
Yeah, that was my.
I was gonna say, is it the same as the cell phones that were blowing up like 4 or 6 years ago?
I didn't even think about it until right now. Yeah.
So they're like, we have all these extra batteries. What do we do with them?
Chop them up and put them in Jeeps.
If we combine 80
I
of
never
them,
drew the connection until now.
God.
That's funny, Alyssa.
It's really funny. Oh my God. Yeah, because my neighbor's got a Cherokee outside, and I noticed beginning of October he started parking it outside, and I was just like, I wonder what this is all about. And then I was out shoveling snow the other day, and I'm like, yeah, we gotta. Actually, no, I was out there finding out that I hadn't put the oil cap back on, and that's when I finally was like, yeah, I can't bring it in the house right now. I was like, man, that really sucks. So I think it was what Wanda 4xe was really made a comment about the fact that they have a $70,000 truck they can't plug in. So.
Oh man.
Man. So that last statement, you said to stay away from flammable like objects or things or whatever. So when you go to a gas station, do you just gas up as fast as you can and keep going?
I mean,
or are they exploding after they've been sitting for like 4 hours?
I think the problem with them is that they've been exploding when no one's driving them and they aren't turned on. Those are the big problems. Like they were having problems with the batteries catching fire.
You turn off your.
Yeah.
You turn off to gas up.
Theoretically.
Yeah, like is it?
But is it because like they've been sitting for a while and they get warm and then there's no chance. It's just like when it's sitting at home for a while or like at work for a while.
I don't think that they've got a real good reason for it.
Or do they not exactly know a rhythm yet?
They had said that there was a software reflash, but the battery pack replacement that they're talking about is removing the whole vehicle's battery pack, not like your start engine battery, like the full chargeable battery. I think what I read somewhere about it was that there was some problem with whatever they used to separate some of the materials inside the battery, and that would get worn down or come loose if it shook too much. That kind of a thing. Maybe it was too thin or something like that. And I think they tried to address it with a software patch. I don't know if they were trying to make it so it maybe didn't run away, in some kind of a chain reaction, or if they literally thought that they could fix it with some sort of a software refresh. But now they're saying that they've got to completely, essentially strip the software in the vehicle and reinstall Windows for all intents and purposes. I mean, honestly, it's starting to sound like they're running Windows on these things. And then if they still think there's a problem, then they're going to replace the whole battery pack. So, but as far as I know, they haven't given any of these owners any information about when and where that might happen. Although I saw they had a fix for it. So I don't know. Josh, did you get a notice that like any kind of indication when they might fix it?
No.
Okay.
And the dealers have no ETA and no nothing. They don't. Apparently, they have to change the battery in our 4x8.
In yours? Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're identifying that by serial. Yeah. Oh, good times. It could be a year, at least.
The Jeep Rubicon Galaxy Note 4xe.
I like that.
Pretty much.
Wow, I had totally forgotten all about the Samsung Note battery thing. And don't get me wrong, like it's not like Jeeps are exploding on street corners around the country. I think there's been 5 total incidents. And that's so yeah, it's not a wide.
Look at it this way: five is enough for them to take it seriously and make sure they worry about everything.
I think 5 burned down garages for the same apparent reason is good enough reason. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and that's a good. Jeez. I mean, at least they didn't wait till it's 50,000.
They're not Toyota.
They're not Toyota.
True.
Hey, be nice to Toyota.
That's all right. All right, cool. All right, what we got next, Pope?
Oh, let's do another one. Let's see. Actually, I wanted to do this one. This one appealed to me, and JD has videos, so this is more appealing.
Okay, I'm getting ready. I know which one you're talking about.
All right. So there is apparently an off-road Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Sounds fun as hell already. Weston Champlin, a popular social media creator. I'm sorry, I don't do well with names that don't look like mine. A popular social media creator has modified a Dodge Challenger Hellcat into an off-road vehicle equipped with heavy-duty axles and suspension fit for rugged terrain. He's using Ford F-350 solid axles and a custom suspension setup. Champlin adapted the muscle car to support the 35-inch off-road tires. This is going to be sick. Despite these changes, the vehicle retains its factory 6.2-liter V8 engine. It's a Hellcat with a supercharger. It's amazing. And features such as air conditioning, combining off-road durability with daily drivability for an unconventional take on muscle car performance. So let's see this thing.
All right, let's see if I can get this to roll.
Let's see if the color is missing it. Let's do it.
There she goes. There she goes.
That's an expensive part to take off.
100%. Like, you have to be really committed to chop that up.
Oh my god. She's gonna freaking rip! We worked on it for over a year. If the first thing I didn't do when I pulled it out the door was do a burnout, I was gonna be sad with myself.
It's more comfortable.
Yeah! It ripped! Well, somebody want to jump in, we'll take you down the street.
That looks fun.
I'm dying to I want to know more about the suspension.
They're gonna be like, what
So,
the f*** is is this thing?
If you watch this video as he's rolling down the street,
God damn, the whole it still looks like the left side's lifting off the ground. It might need,
it's like it might need a sway bar.
Sway bar. That's properly clean shops and probably help that
God damn.
too. I don't know.
It's just good stuff.
Successful.
It's just Jeep. It's a Jeep with the freaking Challenger body.
Legitimately
Yeah.
though, like,
Yeah.
it's
I bet that was
Oh
fun
my
as hell
God,
to
that
drive. It
was
sounds
awesome.
like
You
it's
know,
fun.
I don't want to
it
say
was,
it because this might be a little bit premature.
it was good. It's
but
Do we know that,
it
dude?
made
we
it all the
don't,
way
but
here, and it
I'm
did
gonna
not
try
work.
to get him
like
on
for
the
something
show.
that we've built.
I don't
and
know
built
how
and built.
accessible
This
he
is his
is,
first
but
ever
I
test
would
drive.
love to
It
talk to
ran
him
all
about
the
it.
way
He's
here,
done a bunch of
shifted all the way
off-road
through the
builds.
gears.
He's
AC
just one of
works,
those
steering
guys
works
in,
fantastic, it
like,
drives
the shop
straight, it
somewhere
drives
in the
good.
south,
The only
and
thing we
they
really
just
need
love
to do
making
to it
crazy
is we need
shit.
to paint the frame and we need to put a sway bar on it because we need a sway bar if we're going to drive down the highway.
I've
Besides
seen
that,
his.
it's
I think
fantastic.
I've seen him
Even
on
the people
YouTube
inside are
before.
like
That
it.
is incredible.
Well, we talked about this
I don't know why
build
everybody
when
keeps
he
staring.
announced it last year, and this was the first time he's had it on the street. So it was just impressive to kind of see it, actually almost tipping over
Way
in the
that it
corners.
turns.
Yeah,
God damn.
But it's not tipping over. It's just the body just rolled into the turn.
yeah.
It just doesn't recover quite fast. Like it drives flat on the flat road. It's probably a blast to drive.
And apparently the air conditioning.
Imagine how amazing
So,
it is. that we
like,
built
that's
this.
impressive.
We've done all this work to
You
it.
make no engine modifications. They just did the steering and suspension modifications and geometry adjustments and stuff that they need to do. They hooked the engine back up just to really hook it up. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, those coilover towers are
I
crazy.
don't think it could have gone
There's a
any
separate part of
better
this
than
video.
it did.
24-inch
Honestly,
lift to
there's
get
still a lot
those
to do
underneath
off
there.
the Hellcat before it's truly done.
they
But
had
being able
to
to just drive
modify
it
the
down the
frame to get it even higher. Like it was a whole. There's 15 minutes of that video. I highly encourage you to go check it out on his YouTube channel. But
Oh, I am gonna
yeah,
go find
there's
that.
he literally stands there with the shock next to him, that's like going over the top of his head. So yeah, it was good stuff. It was good stuff. Cool.
That's neat. That just looks
It's
fun.
awesome.
Like I would buy it.
What's his,
Say, listen.
what's his YouTube channel?
Why you gotta ask me questions like that?
Or
It's
his name?
Western.
Sorry. You were like, I still watched
I know.
it.
I
And
should.
was like, okay.
Let's see. Western
What-
Champlain. Champlain.
My bad.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Champlain.
I was like, this is
No, yeah, it's literally his YouTube channel. It's
Okay.
Western
We
Champlain.
worked
So
on it for over a year. If the
Weston.
first thing I didn't
He's
do
doing
with
pretty
it when I
well.
pulled it out the door
How
was
did
do
you
a
get
burnout, I was
3.6?
going to be sad with myself. Hey, Red! Well, somebody wants to jump in, we'll take you down the street.
That's really cool.
Dude, it actually
Yeah, it was-
nice.
my
I
exact
can't wait
reason
to
I
see
saw
your
this video
reaction.
was to turn my
You're like,
laptop
what
to Jen
the
and go,
fuck is
this is
this
what I
thing?
want. No. Okay, I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh,
Fucking
goddamn, the whole
Ranger
the
Raptor.
left
Now
side's
let's
lifting
make
off the
one of
ground.
those. Make one of
Might be a
those.
sway bar, I'll be honest.
Mhm.
How much have you spent on that so far? Like just based on looking at nothing else but this video.
More than what we have purchased.
Collectively or individually?
Shocks. Individually, probably.
Not collected.
Not collectively, but like the towers and the shocks on there. Maybe he did
Oh
junkyard
my God,
axles,
that
and
is
he didn't
awesome.
have
You
to
know,
pay the
I
full
don't wanna
16
say it
grand
because
that
it
those
might be a
axles
little
are
bit
going to cost.
premature, but
Yeah.
it made it all the way here, and it did
The
not
fabric
work. Like for
is on there
something
is
that
incredible.
we built and built and built, this is its first ever test
Yeah.
drive. It ran all the way
Too
here,
much.
shifted all the way through the
Just
gears,
the hours
AC
you put
works,
in,
steering
too.
works fantastic, it drives straight, it drives good.
Yeah.
The only thing we
I'm
really need
surprised
to
they
do to
didn't
it
make
is
like
we
a
need to
kind
paint
of a
the frame and we need to put a
drop-down
sway
skid
bar
right
on it
there
because
to
we need the
kinda
sway bar if we're going to
make
drive
it so
down
you
the
can
highway.
get
Besides
hung up
that,
on his
it's
controller.
fantastic.
But you know,
Even the
really
people
gonna
inside are
work.
like,
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
This is like a
I don't know
SEMA
why
build
everybody keeps saying
essentially.
that.
Yeah.
This is definitely a scene. Do you even have a drive shaft in the front?
Well, that's a good question. I didn't know what this video was.
You should bring us a
Not that it
Jeep
needs it, but
Where is he?
that would be a great Jeep beach type of Jeep.
God damn.
I'm curious now if it has a front charge
Go
house.
roll over.
Can't tell. I don't see the back one.
Oh, Kansas, I think is where I saw his plate say.
Yeah, Kansas. The plate that was
The thing
Kansas.
is, imagine how
I do
amazing
not
is
see a front
that
drive
we
shaft.
I
built
see he's
this.
following
We've
my
done
front
all this
license
work
plate
to
while
it.
rolling.
Yeah.
But there's no place to
Before
put
we
it.
go
Place to put
inside,
it.
I got to do this
That's
one
my
little
story,
mini
officer.
test. I think you might know what it might be.
Josh, you ever had a problem with that car?
Well, guys, as
Do you
far as
have
the
a plate
first
in the
test
front?
drive,
Oh, that's actually not true. Yeah, I have been pulled over once for not having a front plate.
Okay. Were you being an ass?
We were
or-
heading down to. No,
Okay.
I was not. We were heading down to Buena Vista. I was in Rubistina. We were going to run Chinaman, and there was a state trooper off on the side as we were passing through. Shoot, what's the name of the town? I can't think of it. A couple towns before Buena Vista, maybe 30 minutes prior. And yeah, I got pulled over. He's like, the reason I'm pulling you over is because you don't have a front plate. And I'm like, oh crap, you're right. I don't have a front plate. And he's like, well, why? And I'm like, well, honestly, officer, I'm usually trailering this vehicle. I don't usually drive it. So like,
Yeah.
he ended up letting me go.
Nice.
He just gave me a warning. Yeah, he was nice. He's like, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good day. I'm totally jealous that you guys are going wheeling. Have fun. Be safe. I'm like, you too. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was pretty cool.
All right. Cool.
But no, that's the only
I
time.
100% expect to get a ticket at some point for it, but I expect it'll probably be if I get pulled over for speeding. So let's see.
Yeah, it'll be when you get pulled over for something else. They don't really mess with you for just that.
Your son would like to explain to us why what we all got wrong about the Hellcat video. Apparently, it's the Hellcat.
It's an
is
older
Hellcat, and Hellcats are only rear-wheel drive. I don't know if that's. I mean, I would
Yeah, but
assume
if you're going to put solid front axle on the front, you might as well. He said it's for off-road, so it should be a four-wheel drive, right?
Well, he's not done with it yet,
Oh.
though. So maybe this is just his first on road driving experience.
But
we've
he
already
is right. They are only rear-wheel drive. I mean, they're not an all-wheel drive rig. So,
like, I don't know how many more modifications you'd have to make that happen.
you'd have to do a transfer case.
Just a transfer case? I feel like there's more to it.
And drive shaft and, measuring.
Where did he put that message? I don't see it.
What message? Oh, it's in the
You said my son would like-
Instagram live chat.
Plus.
He's stalking you online.
Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't in the Instagram live chat.
That's why I'm
It's right
telling
there.
you here.
Oh. Oh yeah, I wasn't in the Instagram live chat, so I didn't.
That's all right.
I didn't see everything that was said in there.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to tell you.
Oh. Well, I'm in the Instagram live chat now. So if anybody else has something to say, now I'll see it.
We should do let's do one more. Do the Pro Runner one. Just because it's a Toyota and I want to feel inclusive for Alyssa.
The Trail Hunter one?
Yeah, she
Trail
might like
Hunter
it. It
one?
looks pretty badass, actually.
Okay.
Oh, what's up with it?
Oh, let's find out because I
Right,
like
go
these
ahead,
new
Pope.
stories about the Toyota Tacomas. I actually used to own one. I loved it. It was really beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
All right, Tacoma Trail
He's
Hunter.
jealous.
There you go, Alyssa.
There's apparently a Trail Hunter edition of the Tacoma coming out. The 2024 Toyota Tacoma Trail Hunter. It's hard to not say Trail Hunter.
Yeah, I was about to say, how did Chelsea get in?
Right.
Chelsea's got her own Tacoma. Damn.
The
Yeah.
Trail Hunter version.
All right. The Trail Hunter comes in as Toyota's most overlanding focused truck yet, blending in factory installed off-road features geared for on-trail performance. At $62,900, that's a good deal. It offers essentials like high-strength rock rails, steel skid plates, molly panels for added gear. Designed with ARB's expertise, the Trail Hunter includes 18-inch bronze alloy wheels, 11 inches of ground beef, 11 inches of ground clearance, a high-mount air intake. I know what that's like. An LED lit heritage grill or to handle rugged paths, low visibility settings, and inside the cabin is set up for adventure with water resistant Softex seats, under seat storage, a 14-inch infotainment system with CarPlay, Android Auto, and a powerful 2400 watt inverter for off-grid needs. That's actually really cool because most of the inverters are only about like 120 to 240. maybe 300 if you're lucky. I think Jeeps
Yeah.
are 300.
That's
The
awesome.
pre-wired aux switches allow for easy addition of gear like lights or winches, making it adaptable for overlanders. Under the hood, Toyota's iForce Max hybrid powertrain combines the 2.4-liter turbo engine with an electric motor, producing 323 horsepower and 465 foot-pound of torque, ideal for the trail and the highway alike. Standard with crawl control, MTS, DAC, and Old Man Emu shocks, the Trail Hunter is geared for challenging terrains with 33-inch Goodyear Territory tires and 5,950 pounds of towing capacity. This Tacoma model offers unmatched capabilities and a factory-ready setup, ensuring you can hit the trail straight from the showroom.
Oh, wow.
So it's the 4-cylinder turbo with the hybrid motor.
Yeah.
Toyota was the first to do those, so I think they know what they're doing.
I mean, there's part of it that when I look at it, I'm just like, it feels like the Dodge Ram, right? Like they just kept the same general body style since the 90s, and they kept updating it slightly with new features. But it's a lot of decent features pumped into $60,000. It's because Jimmy Johnson's involved.
Jimmy Johnson's involved? Randy, can we get the Jimmy Johnson Tacoma?
And I hear...
Wow, she didn't even think about it. She instantly.
That's gorgeous. Look at that
pretty.
thing.
No.
It's as pretty as Jimmy Johnson.
They did. It's no. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah, they put a lot of thought into it.
But it's a Toyota.
It's a Toyota. That's pretty, though.
I thought this came out like last year, or I'm confusing it with something else.
So it's not the Trail
There's
Hunter.
another...
Or Hunter. It's called the Pro Runner.
Or did they announce it? Okay.
No, you can't say it right. This is a cool. This is a really cool setup, though.
That makes sense.
Trail Hunter was from some other article I'd gotten from, but the final name is Pro
They
Runner.
better watch out. I think Andromeda is going to accuse him of copying them because it has.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh no!
I don't think we could tell that story on air. We haven't been given authorization.
No, we can't.
All right.
You know, you know.
If you know, you know, right?
For the four
The
people,
four people that know. Alyssa will tell you when we're done.
You know.
I don't think you were there.
Okay.
I like this. Okay, so like the whole concept of it, I like what it looks like. It's really pretty.
Like it's just not like I'm not a type.
It is. Look at it.
Yeah.
All the features they put into it.
It even has like kind of a dovetail bed. Even
amazing.
I don't.
Yeah.
When I look at that, I don't see pretty.
And that.
Oh, I do. Especially when I see the big Johnson right there.
We'll rewrap it when we buy it. It's okay.
Yeah, you can rewrap it. I like the color of the inside. I like all of it.
I really like the interior. That's a really
easy to please, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that's a really
I like
nice
the inside a lot.
Well, we expect you to, Alyssa.
Sorry.
We expect you to.
So, all right.
To buy it or to like it?
We expect it.
I mean,
Does it come with these harnesses? Does it come with those harnesses?
Yeah, dude, that's the thing.
I like the Pro, like the Pro TRD Pro. I like that, but like the other one, I forgot what they're called, models, I guess. Not the fan yet. Like I'm not quite sold. But that looks like a step up from the Pro. Mm-hmm. Like they've included everything. Yeah, it's amazing.
I think a lot of these outfits at this point they're looking at all the all-inclusive builds.
No, it reminds me of Misfit Gen 1.
Oh,
because I had my tire in the back like that. I had the rack.
Josh
was angled like that. The lights were hanging off the top.
The old school rack,
Josh, it does. Yes, it has a bit of that Marty McFly going on with it right now with that rear rack. Josh, is it that you hate Toyotas or that you hate pickup trucks?
I don't.
There it is. Okay. See? And then a better focus of view comes into mind. Yeah, exactly.
Could be both.
And this is a 2-door, by the way. Did anybody notice that?
I don't hate pickup trucks. I own a Ram.
I wonder what the wheelbase is on it. It's probably like 125. It's probably just slightly smaller. Gladiator.
Probably. Toyota.
I don't have a problem
Maybe.
with Toyotas either. I have a problem
Or is the
with
bed
the
longer?
Toyota owners that think they can crawl rocks and do things like Holy Cross and keep us clog the trail for 10 hours when we're just trying to get
I think
by.
the vast majority of
That's what I have
Tacoma
a
folks
problem with.
recognize the limits of their
That's
vehicle. I think that
Some of them do, and some of them are really kind and courteous. And there was one particularly that was with the group that was in front of us when we were trying to do Holy Cross one day. That was really cool and nice, and like I'm glad we met her and we follow each other on Instagram and whatnot. But like the others that she was with, they're like, I mean, it was pretty bad.
I just think that for what they're building this. For who they're building this for, this is a really cool truck.
It is a cool truck.
It needs rock sliders.
It does need rock sliders. And the lightning bolt needs to go.
The lightning bolt. Like if the... Yeah.
I can't get over the lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt is kind of... I wonder if they're probably not all wrapped like that, but...
It's a little 90s.
It is a little 90s. It is a little bit... Jimmy
it goes with Johnson, though.
that's where it is.
Yeah,
I think that's probably what the nod is coming from. Yeah.
And the tires.
The Jeep Gladiator is 137.3 to the Tacoma Pro Runner's 127.2.
Gladiator's 132.
Oh, well then ChatGPT is wrong.
Yeah, this is what it says on the inside of the tailgate.
Okay.
If I still had the tailgate, I would show
I
it.
appreciate that. That went in your fire sale earlier this year?
Yep.
That fat pump.
That was part of the fire sale.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think most of the manufacturers are getting to the point where they're trying to include more things straight from the factory, so that you don't have to spend more money to outfit things later, which for a lot of people is appealing. Like, there's plenty of stuff that I would have liked to have built into my Jeep and not had to have had like done aftermarket. But I get it. So for 62, honestly, that's a decent price for a truck these days.
Yeah.
I was going to say for that price, I'm shocked. Was that the starting price, or that's
the
the
trim?
price?
That's the price.
Of everything?
Unless you start adding like special radios or something.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good price.
So
for all that to just walk off and go off roading, that's a great price.
Yeah, that's kind of designed for like a lot of fun, high speed stuff. And that one, okay, so that one that Jimmy Johnson drives looks like high speed. But they specifically said it was a lot of overlanding capabilities in it too. That one looked like it was Jimmy Johnson's race truck.
Exactly. So,
I
want it. He says, "Yeah,
I need more garages."
Yeah, well, there's a way to fix that.
Get it?
Good deal. All right. Well, I think that's it for the news. We'll say whatever else we didn't talk about this week for the next installment. We're going to have a ton of SEMA. I'm sure we'll have a ton of cool SEMA builds and any cool stuff and products that come out of it. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. I don't know if I had anything else for this fun-ass evening. It is getting late, too. Should we call it, folks? Let's call it. All right. Who's drinking? I know Alyssa's not drinking.
Oh. Josh is not. He has water. He has Prime.
Well,
I'm not.
He can be hydrated.
Alyssa,
I'm going to cancel out Josh's Prime.
Put some booze in that, Josh. You can even get like one of these little bottles of Fireball for like $4 at your local liquor store, Alyssa. Just so you know.
I don't drink.
They have like these really small ones that aren't actually the whiskey. They're just liqueur. Kind of weird.
I don't drink alcohol. Like you degenerate.
I didn't drink alcohol until I stopped drinking alcohol, and then I started doing this podcast, and then here I am drinking every week again. So, yeah, real bad influences, all of y'all. Looking at you, Josh.
Not me.
For entirely different reasons.
It's Alyssa's fault with her
I know.
water. She's the pusher
She's
here.
the pusher with her bottle. All right. Well, for those of us drinking alcohol,
This is like the only time I drink
so you
water.
drink alcohol the rest of the week then? Okay.
I drink coffee the rest of the
I
week.
just wanted to clarify that. That's what you.
Yeah, hold my coffee, man. Come on now.
Her name is Hold My
No,
Coffee.
I know. I just
Yeah, bud.
Where have you been?
for a
not
moment I
hold my
just
beer.
imagined you drunk 6 days of the week, except being on the
Sometimes
show.
hold my
yeah.
Red Bull, but
Yeah.
Hold My Rock Star.
This is only
That's
sober
fair.
when she's on the show.
Mine would be hold my prime, but I feel like that would be too dirty.
Hold My Prime.
You would. I'm actually glad you're not drinking, Josh. Now that I think about it. All right. Well, I'm going to cheers real quick to our first successful broadcast in 9x16, where we weren't all cut off and we could actually see everybody. So I'll work on adjusting that to be a little more friendly next week. But that's.
accurate.
I liked how it looked on
I think
the
it's going to
screen
work
and
for us. So
let's keep
it's
going
a
with
bit
it.
hacked,
Yeah.
but it'll work for today. So cool. So I know Jason likes to come in here, but
Nice.
I'm going to do this one if I can remember it, because it was really hokey, but I liked it. I'm not above you. I'm not below you, but I'm right here with you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, God damn, that shit's terrible. Whew. It's
So
not.
good. It's like
It's
red
cinnamon
hot.
flavored racing fuel. Oh.
Ugh.
Okay. Jason, I don't know how you deal with this shit. I don't know how you do it. I can't handle it. It is not my
I don't know how you drank
thing.
2 kegs of
It'll
this.
never be my thing, but I will drink this until this is gone. So, all right. Well, let's get out of here, guys. Good night. Any parting thoughts? Anything
Good night,
else you guys want to
everyone.
get in here?
My parting, be safe.
Be safe if you're in.
Try not to
Yep.
do as I say, not as I do.
We cover that with the disclaimer. You don't have to say that. Yeah, that's why I did the disclaimer, so you don't have to say that anymore. Cool. All right. Alyssa, anything for you? You good?
Happy
There you go.
Friendsgiving. Anyone celebrating?
All right, guys. Well, have a great night. We'll see you guys next week at the Trailhead.
Later.
Hasta la vista.
Night.
Rev it up, let it roll, feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engines fire, we're on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. Under starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every Jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run, where the dust kicks high, and the day's not done. With the road wide open, in the dirt and our soul. This is where trails start, and our stories unfold. Oh, when the trail gets tough, we crank it up. Dig down deep, yeah, we never stay stuck. Jeeps on the ridge, friends by our side. Off-road family, it's one hell of a ride. Bricks keep rolling, the days wearing thin. Gonna tell our stories round the trailhead again. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run, where the dust kicks high, and the day's not done. With the road wide open, in the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start, and our stories unfold. Oh, when the trail gets tough, we crank it up. Dig down deep, yeah, we never stay stuck. Jeeps on the ridge, friends by our side. Off-road family, it's one hell of a ride. Rigs keep rolling, the days wearing thin. Gonna tell our stories round the trailhead again. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run, where the dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul, this is where trails start and our stories unfold.